What's good, BitRushers? My name's D5Brains and you're watching BitRush Crypto. Today's video is going to be a review of a NFT marketplace and altcoin on the Near network, which is called Paras. We're going to do a quick T&A on the price, go over the platform and white paper, and why I think it might be a good buy at its current price. As always, obviously nothing on today's video is to be considered financial advice, but if all that sounds good, do tap on that thumbs up button, sub to my channel if you aren't already, follow me on social media, leave me a comment below, let me know what you're thinking of the videos I've been making, and let's go ahead and get into the content. And again, just a friendly reminder to go ahead and follow my company, ABRAXAS DAO. It is at Twitter, at ABRAXAS_DAO. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming here in the next couple weeks and months. We are working on several comic books and games. Specifically, the Crypto Pumpkins is going to launch this summer. Hopefully early this summer, we'll get the comic book and game out at the same time. And once we get that going, eventually we'll switch it over to a play to earn, and we're going to have an airdrop and a bunch of other really cool stuff. So go ahead and follow us over here again at ABRAXAS_DAO, and you can join our Discord as well, discord.gg/ABRAXAS. Okay, so today's project we're going to be talking about is Paras. It's P-A-R-A-S, and also you can find it at the URL is paras.id. And you can see here it's a really cool just like platform for selling NFTs. However, they do have a few different things that are unique to their platform. One thing I really like here is if you click on it, it shows you all of the attributes in the description as well as the royalty on the back. And it is kind of like a trading card, but we'll get into that later in the video. What I first want to do is just start with the technical analysis on the token, and then we'll get into the white paper, and then we'll come on back over and take a look at the platform. So to start out, we don't have a current rank by market cap. The price, however, is at 28 cents only, so pretty low. We can also see that there is no, market cap. I already mentioned that, but what we do have is a fully diluted valuation here at 29 million as of the current price right now. So definitely super low right there, guys. This thing is going to be one of those long shots that, if it takes off and it does really well, hopefully go to a couple dollars or whatever, you could potentially get an easy 4 to 5x, maybe even more. Possibly see this up in the couple dollar range. You could easily, 100x. Coming down to the 90-day chart, we do see that here back in February, they were actually at about 66 cents, which is an easy 2x gains from today if we were to get back to those levels. So the good thing about these really small market cap coins, guys, is that they can explode and get really great growth really quickly, which I know a lot of you guys who follow my channel is what you look for. However, obviously today's video and nothing on my channel is to be considered financial advice. You always need to do your own due diligence, do your own research, and never invest money that you personally can't afford to lose. This is the #1 rules of investing here, especially in low cap altcoins. We do have an all-time high here of $1.16, which would be over a 3x from today's current price. Enough about the actual coin though, unless you guys want to know where to get it. You can always check on the markets tab, and you can see here it's on a few exchanges right here. Mainly it is the Near protocol, so you're going to need to switch some USDT over there on Near protocol, or here you can just use your wrapped Near. Next thing I want to go over is the white paper, because the website is a marketplace. It doesn't really have a lot of information about the company and everything on there, as the main goal of that website is to basically just sell the NFTs. So we can come over to the white paper. You guys can find that in the footer of the website. And let's just read through this introduction here. It says, Paras is an NFT marketplace that focuses on digital collectibles. We thrive upon bringing conventional collectibles to crypto space. We started with digital art cards that were inspired by real-world trading cards that have been bulletproof and forever lasting since they were introduced back in the 80s. We believe that every single physical art form needs to be stored and digitized to keep its future proof. Paras, an all-in-one digital collectible marketplace, is eager to diversify the assets of digital collectibles. So I'm not sure who did the research here, but I think trading cards have been out way longer than the 80s, but I'm not going to nitpick their white paper here. But yeah, guys, basically trading cards have always been popular, starting with like baseball cards. I think were some of the very first ones that came in like Cracker Jack boxes and stuff like that. People have always kind of been really favorable to these type of things that they can hold in their hand and read the stats and Personally, I used to have a huge baseball card collection, a little bit of football and basketball cards, but mainly baseball. And then I think, in the late 80s, what they're talking about here is they started doing collectible cards for like movies and TV shows. I remember I used to have like Ninja Turtle trading cards and Ghostbuster trading cards and all kinds of really cool stuff. So the market has definitely been there for a little while, and it's kind of good to see that someone is focusing specifically on trading cards here. That's one thing I really liked about the platform when I took a look at it. There is other NFTs available, but that's kind of what they're trying to build out as their niche market. And it says here, by building the platform under Near and IPFS Filecoin storage, we want to track the ownership of every single collectible in our platform. Through these solutions, Paras validates ownership and gives access to every purchase and mint to the public. Running on top of Near, a scalable blockchain, Paras offers very cheap and fast transactions for users. So I recently did a video on the Near protocol, the Near network. If you guys haven't seen that before, it will possibly be linked in the description below and popping up above now. You can also search my channel, as it was a recent video and should be there right on the front page. Unlike other marketplaces, we are putting collectibles forward instead of a single art release. We believe that collecting collectibles like digital art cards do not only attract crypto collectors, but also conventional trading card collectors. With the current artists we have, we are confident that we can capture the essence and excitement of collecting as a set of cards. We also pursue to increase the NFT's value by including background stories or lore, as we think the visuals can be enhanced through this approach. I 100% agree. Just coming down a little bit more, have their vision here alongside of NFTs in 2021. We believe that NFTs are still at its early stage. The blockchain technology and smart contract capabilities could in fact create better experiences for many verticals that could not be facilitated by its Web 2 counterparts. We envision Paras to be the beginning of NFT development. We want to produce and develop crypto-native IP, as we believe that by creating new exclusive IP, and that's intellectual properties, we could tailor and design new experiences of these mediums, comics, games, toys, giving utility and use cases over digital assets could create more value to collectors and creators. In the end, we'd like to build our own metaverse where Paras becomes the gateway to access multiple sources of entertainment. So that's really cool right there. They're already talking about future stuff, including a metaverse. I'm not going to go over the state of the market because you guys already know pretty much. If you're watching this video, you're probably into NFTs. You know they're getting popular and growing. But we do have a few more things right here. It says the activities. So Paras' goal is to provide the platform to support and develop crypto-native IP by integrating with the NFT's utility and smart contract capabilities. All projects will be built on top of the Paras Marketplace, and this includes building and functioning marketplace for artists to sell digital collectibles. The marketplace will be linked to all projects on Paras. All assets will be available on our marketplace platform to support secondary sales. Providing the protocol for dApps on Nears to buy, sell NFTs directly in their platform with a focus on game integration. So that's key right there. They're going to eventually be focusing on game integration here, and I believe they already have a couple games that they've integrated with so far. Producing multiple revenue through marketplace and platforms built on top of it by supporting and developing the crypto native IPs, allowing the community to participate in the DAO, passing project proposals, and voting. So that's really great right there, guys. We're talking about a DAO, we're talking about a metaverse. So it makes me bullish on this project, as I'm already kind of bullish on NFTs and recently the Near protocol. And we get into the business model right here, and essentially it says right here, we take 5% of every transaction on our platform, including the secondary market sales. So this is no different than OpenSea. OpenSea takes 2.5%. However, OpenSea is on Ethereum, and pretty much everything on the Ethereum network is much higher value. So to see, something on the Near protocol where it's going to be much less gas fees, they're taking a higher end on their end, which I think is completely fine because people are used to paying those gas fees, like I said, over on Ethereum or other blockchains. So reducing the gas fee leaves a little bit more in there that they can kind of skim off the top, I guess. 5% is, a healthy amount to take. I don't think it's too much. Double what OpenSea is taking on Ethereum network. And then we have partners here. So this is the Galaxy Online IO. This is one of their first games that they've integrated with, and you guys can check all this stuff out. I'm not going to go through everything, but they have a couple games here, value propositions, value capture, all that good stuff. But yeah, definitely read through this if you're looking to invest, the token allocation. Yeah, I think this is a really great read if anybody wants to go through and get all of the information. I covered basically everything that I think is important for you guys to know just right off the bat. They also have all their founders and community members here, so I know a lot of people like to research the team and the, who's behind everything and make sure they're fully doxed. It does look like they are here. A bunch of contributors and a roadmap here. So going into the end of 2022, they're going to do an NFT launchpad. They're going to be doing booster packs for creators, explore more NFT verticals like fashion, the DAO expansion, and NFT lending. And that's pretty much it for the white paper. So overall, if you're looking at this altcoin as a potential buy, I do think it looks really great right now. It's still in the very early stages, fairly unknown. Near protocol itself isn't super popular right now, although it does sit, I believe, at about 18 in terms of market cap, but still has a lot of room to grow. These are really the things I'm looking for as an investor. So let's go back and take a look at the platform. They have a bunch of different styles of collections here. They have a punk collection, some broken heads, just a bunch of different stuff. And they have all of their top collections you guys can check out. Very similar to something you would see on OpenSea, as I mentioned, as they are, essentially trying to build the similar marketplace, but on the Near network, on Near protocol. One of the things I already mentioned that I really like is you can click on any of these and see the back of the card, it's, essentially is a trading card here. So for all of your NFTs to have that ability to just flip them over and see all of the attributes and description without having to click in specifically to it. The one thing you do need to do, kind of barrier entry here, is to have their wallet. So if we wanted to place an offer or to buy, you do need to have the Near wallet. Not really that big a deal if you guys are using Near already. And again, go back and watch my other video if you want a full review of that. But yeah, so, obviously it's not one of the main networks, so you do need a separate wallet here to interact. But anybody who's already on this protocol using Near is going to have that already and have no problem with that. Low transaction fees, low cost of entry. I believe Near right now is only $15 a piece. So you can see some of these here, $340. Well, that one's actually pretty expensive. I was going to say some of these are rather cheap compared to other stuff we see on other networks. But then again, we do have a whole bunch of more expensive ones, obviously, on the homepage. So I kind of, messed up on that. Either way, guys, if you look through some of these, you can find some a little bit on the cheaper end if you're looking to get into something kind of on the ground floor. Obviously, there's popular collections too. One of the other things I really like about this platform is the comic section. So if we click over to here, it's its whole own area. It's not necessarily part of that main marketplace. However, they are selling comic books. So really cool here. You guys know, if you follow me at all in the ABRAXAS DAO, my company I mentioned in the beginning, we're working on 2 crypto games, and both of them are going to have comic books with them. So we are looking to, kind of find platforms to launch on. I think this is a great alternative for anyone looking to do something on OpenSea, as OpenSea really is going to be for somebody who has their own smart contract, their own development team, and looking to do a whole bunch of marketing. So if you don't have a big team, you're just an indie writer and you want just more people to have access to your actual comic, I think this would be a really great solution. You don't have to pay high gas fees. You can launch it on here, and they also have a per chapter thing, which I think is rather cool. If you click onto it, you can see it says see chapters, and you come down to the chapters, and a lot of people, what they're doing, this one's not, but I've seen a lot of other ones that they're basically offering the first chapter for free to kind of get people in reading the book and get them hooked, and then all the future chapters you can charge a little bit more. This one's already been sold out, so really cool altogether. I think they're doing it really good where you can actually loan this out to someone if you want them to be able to read it. And traditionally, if you're doing an Ethereum based comic book, it is essentially just clicking on it, and then it gives you access to that PDF file if you go somewhere and claim it. This, I think they're doing it a little bit different, where it is a fully native digital comic book, which is interesting to see. Let's see if we can find one here for free. Okay, so I've went and found a free comic here, so we can just test this out and give it a try. So we just click on that, get for free. We are going to have to pay a 0.01832 Near network fee. So if that all looks good, go ahead and hit send. And obviously it looks like, it's under a couple cents here. So All right, boom. Now we have this comic in our wallet. So let's see what it looks like when we read it. So just as I suspected, it is like built into the app, built into the marketplace. It isn't just like a digital download like we might see on something else on Ethereum or OpenSea. So this is really cool that you actually have to own it to be able to get this. I'm not sure exactly, but probably you can't access this if you're not logged in. You don't have it in your wallet. So really cool here all around. I like the platform. I like what they're doing with the comic books. I think it's a great investment. But again, guys, not financial advice. Make sure you do your own due diligence, your own research, and only invest what you can afford to lose. So that's going to be everything for today's video, a review of the Paras network, the marketplace, the coin, everything they got going on. Took a look at it. And as you can see right behind me, we do have the Near Protocol introduction. Again, I've talked about that video several times, so find it linked in the description below. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and sub to my channel, bell on to be notified. Click the like button if you did enjoy this video and maybe consider sharing it on social media. Again, if you don't mind, also follow me on social media. Links for everything in the description below. Happy crypto, and let's keep getting those NFTs.